All right, people. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Just to let everybody know, tomorrow, Friday, missing the show tomorrow, but we'll see you guys on Saturday. Oh, what's up, Ted? What do you got going on here? What's happening? Anything you got
You can't handle the truth.
You said you can't handle the truth. Okay, we'll see.
Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right, man. Shoot, somebody can't handle the truth. Now, you got to explain that, Ted. What do you mean by it? You can't handle the truth. I don't understand that.
All reports say that them bombs didn't penetrate. You got HESEC, Department of Defense Secretary, saying, and they got all kind of video out there now showing 2 days before they hit that bunker, you see trucks, a dozen trucks,
a long line of them. Go ahead.
Taking that stuff out of there. You know, I was born yesterday. Okay?
Yeah, you must have.
What's the saying, Ed? I wasn't born yesterday. These people, man, we think we boo-boo the fool.
Yeah, he thinks that.
All the reports tell us, and even the person that's over Iran said, y'all only did damages. Y'all didn't do nothing. And all the report says that. But they obliterated the whole thing and just destroyed everything. Come on, Ed. This right here is this beginning to be a joke. You had this guy come on TV, the Department of Defense Secretary, come on TV, act like he was on Fox News, talking about newspapers and they false news and all that kind of crap. You don't want to give the president any credit. What kind of BS is this? Who is he for? Is he for the president or the American people?
Or you embarrassing the pilots who flew the mission and everything. You making them look bad. In actuality, Trump was the one that made them look bad and everything because he sat down there and opened his damn mouth and said they were liberated. If he hadn't opened his mouth, then they would have come out with the true facts, and they would have found out that wasn't what had happened. Just waited until his system came out, and he would have at least been able to say, well, we did our bombing and stuff and everything. We just didn't quite get everything we needed to get, but at least we let them know that we will bomb them and stuff if they try to do anything. But he can't say that now because he done already said they don't have anything. And then he wants to have he done Bob B, and he wants to have a peace agreement. We're gonna have a peace talk after after they done bombed him. He got some nerve, man. He got some nerve. He got some nerve. Well, you coming over here for a peace talk with me? They supposed to be here next week. You think them fools gonna come over there and talk to him after they done told the IEAE that they are out of that damn shit and told them inspectors don't come over there no more to Iran. We don't want to see y'all no more.
And then on top of that, he dared them to attack the military over there, and they did.
Well, he gave me out. He said they at least told us that they were getting ready to do it, so that they got it out.
I don't know, man. You know, we're a big joke. We don't take nothing serious. You know, it's all a reality show. We're in a reality show. And the serious people that are intellectual, intelligent, people that know their stuff, they rolling over in their grave right now.
Or if they still alive and everything, they laughing their asses off at us. And the bad part about it is that he is too stupid to realize that these people are placating him, that they got him over there and they patting him on the back and everything and laughing at him. And I mean, literally laughing at him and this country. Oh,
he
man.
ain't listening to the diplomacy. He's not listening to his intel. He's not doing none of that. He's doing everything from the gut.
He is the man, and they have sat there. Everybody in his cabinet have sat there and kissed his butt. And when they bring him before either the Senate committee or the House committee and everything, the first thing they want to do is blame everybody else and don't answer questions. I don't know. And you shouldn't be doing this. You talking about the president. It is an absolute shame, Ted. I'm telling you, man. I'm just sitting here in awe, just watching this stuff and everything, and looking at this stuff, and realizing that some of these people here in this country are eating this stuff up. They believe this mess. They actually believe what these people are telling them. Because guess what? Most of them realize and stuff, Ted, that if you tell somebody something and you keep on telling them this and you keep on telling it to them, they're going to start believing it. They can't be sitting here lying to me like that to my face. They cannot do that. Lie to my face. I can't believe that these people would do that. And they are. They're sitting there lying. They're sitting there covering up this man's boo-boo. Trump go out there and mess out there in the middle of the yard, and they go out there and clean it up. He just messing it. And then they go clean it up. Well, we got to clean it up. Trump just said something, everything we got to cover it up. At some point in time, Ted, your integrity has to show up. Somebody integrity has to show up.
Well, there's a lot of people with integrity, but they don't have no power.
It doesn't matter. It's your integrity that
Well,
you can't
look
continue.
at Al Green. He stood right up there in front of Congress and put that vote out, and 137 Democrats voted against it.
Yeah.
To impeach 47.
Yep, they did.
That's integrity.
They did. They absolutely did that.
When you don't have no power, you can have all the integrity you want.
Well, I think that those 130 some the Democrats who voted against it and everything probably said, "Man, we can't keep on doing this stuff and everything," because they want to have something that they know that they can bring to trial that is a damn good case instead of just saying, "I'm going to impeach him." Just like when Biden was in office and Marjorie Taylor Greene every 2 or 3 months and stuff, when she got mad at Biden, she'd bring forth a, uh, a amendment or whatever they call it, and said we want to impeach Biden, knowing that he hadn't done anything wrong. But the rest of the Republicans, they didn't even listen to it. They didn't even. Some of them didn't even put out a vote. They said we vote on that. We can't impeach this man, but they did it. And I guess Al Green has followed in that same thing. He said we need to impeach this man. Well, you're right. We do need to impeach him, but at least come forth with some damn good charges and stuff that's going to stick. Because what he's got going on now, and these other folks who are sitting in that cabinet and they are following him in lockstep, no matter what the hell he's saying, knowing that shit is wrong, it's going to be hard to convict the man of anything, of treason, or impeach him. Very hard. So this summer is going to be something else, Ted. It is going
Big
to be
time.
something. It's going to be something else, man. I'm looking at, man, this summer going to be something else. It's hard to keep up with these timetables and stuff now, because every time we get to a timetable, Trump extends the finish line out. Now, June the 9th, 7th, and the 9th, they supposed to had all them daggone tariffs and stuff in place, and everybody then had their tariff, and they know exactly what they're going to be bringing into this country and how much tariff they're going to have on them. Well, June 7th or the 9th, then passed by, and we still don't have no trade agreement with anybody at all. None. And he hasn't said anything about it at all. He just changed the goalposts. Well, we over there in Iran and Iraq. We got to fight them. Well, we got to go to the summit, and we done bombed all them folks. Well, I got folks coming here. This African country is coming here on Friday, and we're going to sit down and negotiate. Well, I sat down with Zelensky, and we talked for an hour, and we might give them some more weaponry. I don't know. Well, we are not going to inform Congress as to what happened, because that's our prerogative. We're not going to inform them. Or he turns around here and says, well, they didn't pass the budget and everything, and these people are supposed to be getting their money, their grant money, or whatever money they're supposed to be getting. We're not going to pay them. We the executive branch, and we ain't going to pay them.
This man hates the American people, Ed.
He does. But let me give you another one now. We're going to sue 15 federal judges.
He hates the American people.
He hates everybody. He hates everybody.
Hey, and while he's doing all his dirty work, you got all these fraudsters running around. 2 Florida men have been indicted in what prosecutors describe as a scheme to steal more than $100 million from a nonprofit that managed funds for people with disability and special needs. They living like kings with that $100 million, buying cars and boats, taking lavish vacations. See, this is what's going on right now. Trump is all doing all his little dirty work and his little grifting, but a lot of these people is exactly what they're doing, the same thing. The only thing is, they ain't Trump. They getting caught.
or we not supposed to talk about the president because he's selling cell phones out the back door of the White House. you got cell phones going out the back door of the courthouse, back door of the White House.
Don't forget those shoes and those watches.
Yo, man, you got them shoes. You got them coins and stuff you selling. You got coins. I was on YouTube today, man. Some lady got on there and started saying that we got these coins. You guys need to buy them. They commemorative coins. you better get them now because we need to support our president. She was serious. Sell them coins to everybody. Y'all need to buy these coins. got the White House.
And, hey, don't forget the Bibles now, the Trump Bible.
Oh man, I ain't hear about the Bible. I thought that was dead because China wasn't printing them before.
No, he sold a bunch of Bibles to Oklahoma.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't know he did that.
And the school superintendent bought a bunch of them. Boy, them folks done just went flat out crazy. And and I'm gonna say it like I feel it. The left, a lot of the left done went crazy too.
They done gone crazy too.
It's like, I don't know, Ed, to me, when you think about it, it's almost like, when you're in a free country, okay, you're supposed to do what you're able to do because you're an adult, whatever. However, you ain't got to promote your shit everywhere. If you want to lay with a man or you want to lay with a woman, that's your business. But you want us to accept it and think like it's, we think it's normal and everything and all that, it might be normal to you, but it's not normal to no normal heterosexual person. And, hey, do your thing. That's what you like, fine. But I'm just saying, I just don't understand it, I mean, we are in a free country. You should be able to love who you want to love, be with what you want to be. If you don't want to be a man, you want to be a woman or vice versa, that's your business. But I'm just saying, if we are a free country, okay, but you know what? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, I have never, ever, I done worked for 5 major corporations, Fortune 500 companies. I have never used a race card. Never. Never used what they call a race card. Like, I'm black, I think I'm being discriminated against. I'm serious. I never did that. Have I been discriminated against? Yes. But it could have been, I didn't have enough skills, enough experience. Could have been, I wasn't a hard enough worker. Could have been whatever. If you don't want me, bye. I'm out of here. If you don't want to promote me, bye. I'm out of here. I go to the next. I'm just saying. But there's a reason why people use the race card or they use the female card or whatever, because people sometimes do not want to promote females or black people. And they just bypass you. But I'm just saying, you ain't got to put it all out there and tell the whole world, there are people that have been set back because of their race or because of their gender or whatever. Same thing when it comes to people that are LGBTQ or whatever it is, and I can understand that. But you know what? One thing for sure, if you white, if you don't tell nobody that you homosexual, won't nobody know. Just like if you poor Won't nobody know. If you rich, won't nobody know unless you tell them.
Unless you open your mouth.
Unless you open your mouth.
Well, Ted, I have a question here for you. We have a mayoral candidate in New York City who is
Ooh,
a
yes.
Muslim. I can't even
What is
pronounce
that
it.
about?
I can't even pronounce his name.
What
I
is
can't.
that about, Ed?
Well, there are so many people that wanted to get that job that it I guess they just canceled each other out, and he just had enough folks and stuff to help him to get over the top so he can become the
What
Democratic.
percentage did he get out of that whole group? You know?
I think it was 32%.
Well, you know what? He's not going to even beat the present mayor, who's a Republican and he's black. He's going to win again.
Well, we don't know about that because New York is a Democratic city, so he probably got a pretty good chance.
He's a Democratic socialist.
He is, but he also is a Democrat, and they don't
New York
have
is
no.
a capitalist city, bro. They are a capitalist city. That man ain't going to win nothing.
Well,
that's my opinion. I might be wrong.
I think he got a pretty good chance, depending on who the Republican candidate is. Now, if it was Michael Bloomberg who was the candidate who was running against him, he ain't got a snowball chance in hell. But it all depends on who the Republicans put up against him. It all depends. It all depends on who they put up against, because since he won a nomination, he's getting some people to endorse him and saying, yeah, we're going to go ahead and endorse him. He got AOC's endorsement. He's got the endorsement and stuff from a couple of Democratic leaders and stuff there in the Congress who are from New York. And so I don't know.
AOC is a Bernie Sanders thing, and he's a Democratic socialist.
Right.
They're not going to win, bro.
Yeah, we don't know
They're
yet.
not gonna win.
It all depends on who the Republican candidate is. But the Republicans already started.
Didn't what's the current mayor's name now? The black guy. Didn't
Adams.
he say? Isn't he a Republican or he a Democrat?
He's a Democrat.
I thought he was a Republican.
No, he's Democrat. Eric Adams is the Democrat.
So he's not going to run again.
He can't. He's a felon.
Is that the reason why he didn't run again?
No, he's not running. He did not run in the primary. He did not run. He did not run for another term. He got out of it because they already getting ready to get him in, and Trump is already pardoning him and stuff and everything. And I'm pretty sure he thinks that they're getting ready to bring some more charges against him. So he doesn't want to keep on staying in that spot because he's not going to win, because people are all pissed off and everything because he asked Trump for a pardon and Trump gave him a pardon. And the reason why he gave him a pardon because Trump said, when I come to you, you better give me what I want. He's the Godfather now.
So Trump is his daddy.
Well, that too, just like the old
that's
boy.
What Trump calling everybody. Anybody that do what he say, he's saying that he's their daddy.
I'm your daddy. Well, the old boy over there in Europe said one of the European leaders and stuff called him daddy. Hey, daddy. Well,
Ed, what they're doing here in Florida has got to be the most inhumane thing since I've been here for 32 years, 33 years, whatever it's been.
Wow, I didn't know you've been there that long, but go ahead.
And I'm telling you, bro, to build 2 prison systems for undocumented people and just sit them there like they're some kind of animals, which they have done absolutely nothing but then come here as an undocumented person. They building them up as I speak. One on Alligator Alley, and the other one not too far from here, where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
This is a crime. And I don't hear nobody in Florida saying shit. This is a crime. Yeah, they're getting money.
Money
They're
talks.
going to get a lot of federal money.
A lot of money. A lot of federal dollars is coming. A lot of federal dollars is coming.
And jobs.
A lot of
These
dollars is
people,
coming.
95% of those people have never committed a crime.
Absolutely. But
They don't send them back to Mexico or El Salvador or Guatemala or Brazil or wherever. They putting them in a prison, Ed.
And they're doing it legal.
What's wrong with these people?
They're doing it legal. The Supreme Court said it's okay for him to do that. It is okay for them to send them to any place that they want to send them to.
So Supreme Court, man, as far as I'm concerned, they are none and void.
Well, they're the last hope for most of them. Well, it looks like Mr. Abrego Garcia may get a chance now to get free for at least a couple of days until they decide to pick him up again and deport him. Because the judge went head on and said, well, I'm going to turn you free. And the federal government said, no, you can't do that. So they'd already threatened him and told him to say, well, if they release him, we're going to pick him up and everything and send him back to deport him again. Poor guy. Him and his wife is having a hard time.
If I was him, his wife should have did a GoFundMe and got the hell out of Dodge.
Well, they done had a GoFundMe already.
Well, what the hell is he still doing here? Carry your ass to another country?
They have not turned him loose yet. The feds and stuff have not turned him loose yet. They've been going to court and stuff and everything and appealing the judge's decision about what to do with him. But the judge has the final decision and stuff and everything if they're going to release him or not. And the feds already told him, so wherever you release him, we're going to arrest him again and everything and put him back in jail or deport him again. So I guess he figures he might well be here in the United States in jail than to be sent back to El Salvador and throw him in that prison down there. So I guess he's trying to decide what he's going to do. Or if the judge just going to, at the in the dead of the night, just let him go and and they can't get him.
Jump on the plane and get the hell out of here.
And get the hell out of Dodge quick. But he can't leave. But he can't leave the jurisdiction of New Jersey and stuff and everything because unless the judge says he's okay because he still has a case going.
It don't matter. Get the hell out of Dodge. Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
Did you hear about what the Supreme Court did with the Planned Parenthood?
Nope.
Shutting it down, bro. The Supreme Court said that it's okay to not give funding. Now, the biggest thing that the Planned Parenthood does is they do examinations on all kinds of things for women.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just abortion. Those people that can't afford to go to a clinic or a hospital. This is crazy, man. These people, I don't understand. There are people that are born in, I wouldn't say poverty, but I would say born broke, and they get in trouble. Just like, did you see that movie Straw yet?
Nope, I've got it, but I haven't saw it yet.
Well, when you see it, the thing is that at any situation or circumstances, something can happen to change your whole life. Well, that's what the Planned Parenthood, if you got breast cancer, or if you got cervical cancer, or if you got maybe having a miscarriage, or whatever the case may be for a woman, because a woman, and they go through all kind of stuff, menopause, surgical problems, all kinds of things. They might have hip problems because of pregnancy. They might have, they might have been raped, and now they got HIV or some kind of disease, and they're trying to get medication or whatever the case may be. Women have all kinds of problems. Menopause. They can't afford to go to the doctor to get medication. And these people help these women that are supposed is living in dire straits. And those things that they can get them through it, then they can live a normal life. But when you have a catastrophic illness or disease or some kind of issue, and then now you don't have no help, then they last straw. So what is wrong with these Supreme Court people? I'm telling you, they show not God. They show not God.
Well, we know, Ted, that some of the things that has been presented and the government and stuff has fought against it and everything has to go through the judicial system. And sometimes when things are traversing through the judicial system and stuff, because it takes such a long time for it to get there, that it can be held up for a long, long period of time through each appeal process. So evidently, some of these judges and stuff and everything have sped up this process, because you can't go from one jurisdiction to the next jurisdiction and stuff unless somebody gives their ruling and stuff. And if I'm the attorneys and stuff for Planned Parenthood, and knowing that if this case gets to the Supreme Court, that they're probably going to rule against me, my thing is to keep this stuff in the appeals court and everything for as long as I can before it hits the Supreme Court, where I know I'm getting ready to lose what I'm going to lose. But a lot of them, some of the monies and stuff and everything from the goes to Planned Parenthood doesn't come through the federal government. They do get some money from them, but they also have private donations and stuff and everything that come to Planned Parenthood. So I don't think that they're going to destroy the agency. They're just not going to have as much money unless people just start donating more money to Planned Parenthood. Because just like you said, it is a very viable organization and stuff, and it takes care of a lot of health care for a lot of women and stuff who really actually need it. So I don't think that they're going to destroy it. I think that they're just going to cripple it, I guess you might say, because they're not going to have as much money. But if they can get their funding and stuff back up and get more people to fund them and everything, then they'll be okay. Because guess what, Ted? Guess what? The top 1% of the folks in this country who are in that billionaire mark or way up there in the top fund since 2015 have accumulated over $33 trillion.
Is that all? 33 trillion?
$33 trillion they have accumulated. So they got a lot of money to give to Planned Parenthood. They can fund it. All you 1%ers and stuff, get y'all money together and everything and start funding Planned Parenthood. They can't stop that money.
Oh, they're gonna be giving a lot of money away. They're gonna piecemeal a lot of stuff, and then
Absolutely.
that's what they do. They piecemeal a lot of stuff, but they don't. They're gonna make sure that you just get by.
Right. You got to go over there and come big and put your hat in your hand.
Hat in your hand.
And put your hat in your hand and do a little big and
We
everything.
thank you, Mr. Charlie. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. and the first place that I'd be going to is McKinsey, and because she's got a whole lot of jingolos in her paqueto. She can absolutely fund them by herself and still have a lot of money. Well, and according to her ex and everything, who is, as you know, Ted, tomorrow is the big day of the nuptial that's going on in Geneva or wherever it's at, in some place in Italy or someplace they getting ready.
In Venice.
In Venice. Oh yes, that's in Italy.
They protesting, bro.
Yeah, they protested. Why? This a private wedding.
They protesting, bro. They got pictures of him. They had this old man, a dummy, look just like him in the face, carrying packages over the river. They had a big poster on the river of him. I forget what they said, but it was something derogatory. But the point is that Jeff Bezos is not. He is not.
He's not very popular over there.
Not very popular.
Oh man.
I mean, they ain't giving these billionaires no breaks, bro. They ain't giving these billionaires no break. I don't care where they go. You can't hide.
Can't hide. Well, I would think that they would at least say something good about it, because the old boy is he bringing a lot of money over there, man. Their wedding, what? It's $100 million or something. They spend it over there for that wedding.
Is that right?
Yeah, man. He spent a lot of money, man, for that wedding. A lot of money. And he don't care, he richest second or third richest man in the world.
$100 million ain't nothing to him.
Well, it's enough to help the economy there in Venice.
He gives that much away.
I know, but it's still enough to help the economy there in Venice. The economy, they can use that money there. They got the waiters, they got the food service people. They paying a lot of money there for this. I know they got a whole lot of all them billionaires who've been invited. They got hotels they got to get.
I'm putting
bellboys and the valets.
I don't give a shit. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now. If he give me the same deal that he gave Van Johnson and Eva, what's her name? Eva
Longoria. Yeah.
If he gave both of them $100 million, and then some other guy, cowboy, $100 million. I'll take $100 million. I can do a lot with $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
I can have a whole lot of people, plus myself, with no strings attached.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just putting it out there. Here's my face. Just go on. You can look me up. I'll take that $100 million, bro.
You take that $100 million, okay?
I'll do a whole lot of good, and I'm gonna tell you. I'll let everybody know. He gave me $100 million.
Oh yeah. Well, they can tell them about me too. I'm pretty sure a whole lot of folks out there want that $100 million, and he got enough to give out a couple of them at least.
No strings attached.
He got enough to give out a couple at least.
Don't ask me for no damn favors. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't doing shit for you.
He ain't doing it. You ain't gonna get no $100 million.
Only thing I say is Bezos gave me $100 million, y'all.
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna get it if you gonna do no favors for him, because I'm pretty sure Van Jones and Eva Longoria did him a favor. They did him a favor. They did something for him to get that money.
I ain't doing nothing for you.
They did something for him to get that money. I know they did. Oh man.
No strings attached, bro.
Well, I'm wondering what Mackenzie is thinking now that her ex-boy and everything now is marrying a oh man, I don't want to put down what this model as Jasmine Crockett called called the first lady. He said she was a
Ooh.
model. Jasmine, she can't leave them some girls alone. She can't leave them alone. And they tried to bust her, but they couldn't say too much and everything because she was right. And she said it, not in a derogatory manner. She just said, this is what's going on. That they giving out visas and stuff for people who are geniuses, and she ain't no damn genius. She's a model. And she made sure that she said she ain't like these black models and stuff who were actually models and stuff. He quietly called her a whore. But I got to get a Republican some things here because one of them turned around and said, well, I'm happy she's here because she's the only one who can stand Donald Trump. So he needs somebody who can sit there and stand with him because they didn't want to tell him that she got to worry about maybe helping him change his diaper and some of that whole old man fought all over. He in the bed fought all over. I'm sorry, people. I shouldn't be talking about our president like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be all right here. Because, oh my God. Yeah, I can't. If y'all knew what I was thinking, Trump would send the boys here, have my butt arrested. Because they showed the picture of him at the summit. He got out the beach and stood up there and everything. He turned around and walked up them stairs. And you can see that diaper. You see that diaper he was wearing. I'm sorry. Oh man.
Man, I tell you, these people, man, I tell you, they trying to hold on, bro. They trying to hold on with dear life. They trying to hold on, and they doing everything they can, and a lot of them they succeeding, bro, because that director of budget, man, he cutting everything that he can cut from any kind of safety nets. There's gonna be a whole lot of people to come this fall or next year gonna be hurting. And I ain't all that favorable with getting out in the street, but I'm telling you, if the people want to survive and get these Republicans out of here and act right, and the Republicans, Democrats too, you better get out in those streets. I'm talking about by the multi-million. I ain't talking about no 5 million. I'm talking about 100 million. Everywhere. They talking about cutting Medicaid, Social Security, Medicare, all the safety nets, SNAP. They come out cutting all of the daycare funding. They cutting schooling for people. All of that. They cutting all your research for preventing diseases. They cutting all kinds of security issues. They cutting it, everything. And then they put these little young whippersnappers don't know a damn thing in charge.
Well,
and shame on them for even taking a job knowing they don't even qualify.
Well, I see that y'all people in Texas, all y'all children, y'all can forget y'all summer food for the kids because your governor vetoed the money and stuff for kids summer lunches to help feed the kids while they're not at school. He vetoed that. He said no, that they don't need anything to eat. I can't believe these Republicans, man, and they still in office. And just like you said, nobody is saying nothing about it. They are not fighting.
The people that they don't realize that they getting benefits to help them survive, but they sitting up here thinking like it ain't gonna happen to me.
Yep, that's what they thinking. And if you thinking that, ask them Hispanic folks and stuff who getting put over there in Alligator Alley and in Tampa area or wherever they got them prisons at and stuff and everything. Ask them folks about it. They can't bother me. Oh yes, they are. And nobody is saying anything about it. Even with all them Hispanic folks and stuff who live down there in Florida. I mean, there's a bunch of them live down there in Florida, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them and everything. There's some friends and cousins or whatever. Marco Rubio. Marco, your folks is down there getting ready to get locked up, and you ain't saying nothing.
Not saying a word.
Open your mouth, boy. Your people are getting thrown out of here, and they're not going back to Cuba. What we gonna do? What they gonna do? I feel sorry for them, Ted. I really do. But ain't nothing I can do because I don't want to go out there and knock me in the head and put me in one of them prisons and say, yeah, you one of them too. You look like one of them Hispanics. He said, no, man, I want to show my driver's license. Hey, I'm a citizen here. I'm about to carry my birth certificate around with me. I got 3 generations I know who've been here in this country, so no. Because they don't care. They knocking folks in the head and locking them up. Oh boy, it's gonna be a hot summer. Gonna be a hot summer. But now I heard through the grapevine, Ted, and they're saying this might be true, but old Stephen Miller has done weaseled himself into being the head of the Attorney General and Homeland Security. He the boss.
Say what you want about Stephen Miller, but you got to give it to him.
He the boss.
Now he all up in that ass.
He the boss. He is they boss now. He done rolled himself in there, and Trump and gave him the reins and said, "You the boss. You over them too. You over them 2 women because I don't trust them." And old Pam, she done sold her soul to him, and Christy Norman sold her soul to him, but he done put that daggone Stephen Miller over. They got to come to him because see, he just told Trump, whispered in his ear, if you want me to keep these summer guns out of this country and get them out, I need to be in charge of Homeland Security, who is in charge of ICE, and I need to be in charge of the Justice Department and everything because we got to get them out this door because they're holding them up. I'm gonna tell them how to do it. Now, I don't know how Pam Bonnie thinks about Stephen Miller being her boss, but or Christy Nome think about Stephen Miller being her boss. But as you know, Ted, ain't nobody do a better job than the white folks. White men. White men. You can trust on white men. You can't trust on white women. Now they feeling it. DEI, folks. Pal, here come DEI. Christy, here come DEI.
And if you get out of line one time, we'll replace
Get out of
you.
line one time, Stephen gonna tell on you, and you might not be in your job no more. You got somebody looking over your shoulder other than that old dumb Trump back there. So Stephen ain't no damn fool. He may be evil, but he ain't no fool. Anyway, Theodore.
That was good to hear. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's what they were saying, that they done Trump and ipso facto put him in charge of them because he's been whispering in his ear about the fact that they are not getting enough of those immigrants out of this country. So he told Trump that he can do the job, but he has to be in charge of ICE and Justice Department to help them to get these folks out faster. So Trump told him, yes, you can go ahead. You the boss. He quietly said that, but they know it. Somebody looking over their shoulder. And you know, if Stephen call them up and say something and everything, they better jump. Both of them. Final word, Ted.
Well, I'm just going to say what I said at the beginning. You can't handle the truth.
Sure can't. We're finding out and stuff now, people, and the reason why we're saying this and stuff is that we don't have any long-term planning as far as the president is concerned. He can only plan right in front of him. If it ain't sitting in front of him, he cannot plan for that. There is no long-term planning for nothing, not one thing. All he planned for is something pop up. That's his plan. Got to have a country, if they want to survive, has to have a long-term plan. You don't have a long-term plan, you are not going to survive. So, nothing else, Harvey?
I'm good.
You good. Well, people, it's the summer is here, and there are going to be some days and stuff that we're not going to be on the air, but because Ted had to go do some vacation, I got to do some vacation. We've been working hard all winter. Every day we've been working hard. So we got to have some vacation time here coming up. So this is the heart of vacation time, people. So you may see us and you may not see us. So, hey, we will keep you guys informed. And some days you might see me online by myself because Ted might be on vacation because he's planning for a family reunion, people. And he's in charge. So next week he's gonna be going to some city in Florida and stuff and everything, and giving Walt Disney some of their money, some of their Harvey money. Harvey family. Anyway, people, enjoy your day. We enjoy you, and we'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.